Well, do you love an Irish coffee? Do you love an Irish coffee? Oh, I love an Irish coffee. Well, I'd love an Irish coffee with my dessert, and Edward Hayden is combining both as he joins us once again to demonstrate a perfect Easter treat, Irish coffee tiramisu. Wow, Edward.
Good morning again. Yeah, this is fabulous, and it's that take on the Irish coffee. If we think of an Irish coffee, it's the coffee, it's the cream, it is the whiskey, and it's the sugar. So all of those things I have with lots more. I'm putting some lovely hot cross buns into this because normally, just for the purists out there, let me preface this by saying that it's normally made with the boudoir biscuits. I'm making it with hot cross buns to give it an Easter element, and I'm making the custard, or the kind of the cream, if you like, with the combination of mascarpone, some cream, and some gorgeous yogurt this morning as well.
Right, how do we get, where do we get started then?
Get started, as Julie Andrews would say at the very beginning, it's a really simple recipe, and this is a real simple dessert for people to do. So I'm going to start with the filling. So what I've got is I've got some mascarpone cream cheese here. So I'm going to pop that into my lovely bowl. To that, I'm going to add in some whipped cream. So I've got some whipped cream, 1/2 whipped cream, and also then I'm going to put in some yogurt. So I've teamed up with Clonakilty, the Irish yogurt from Clonakilty, and I'm using some of the low-fat, natural Greek-style yogurt. So I'm going to pop that in there as well. So those are the 3 ingredients that I'm going to put in for my filling so far. In the first bowl here, I've got some coffee. So I've got about 2 or 3 cups of strong coffee, and I'm going to just leave that as a kind of a soaking liquid. And I've got a good, drop of Irish whiskey there as well. I've been heavy-handed with the Irish whiskey, and I'm going to pop that in there. And then what I'm going to do, this is cold coffee, so I made this last night. I'm going to pop a couple of spoons of that coffee and whiskey mixture in here to my actual cream and yogurt filling as well.
And
so
Edward, do you have to use a really good coffee? Like, can people get away with the instant, or are you using like ground coffee beans, or what are you using exactly?
You can use either or. I've used a good, nice, strong instant is what I've used this morning. But you could use like your favourite Americano or espresso or something like that. But I've just used a good, strong instant, Karen, just to kind of give you that coffee effect. And obviously it'll give a nice, potent coffee effect there as well. Now, think I'm using the Irish whiskey, but maybe think of throwing in a drop of Kahlua or a drop of Tia Maria, or even a drop of Bailey's or Cool Swan or something into this as well, and that would be gorgeous. So those are the 2 elements. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my glasses. So you can make it in a kind of a large dish like this if you want. I just like the individual glasses, so I've just got a nice kind of a goblet. And also I thought it would be quirky to do it in like an Irish coffee glass.
Ah, nice.
So I've got the traditional Irish coffee glass, which I just thought was a bit quirky. Now, what I'm going to do is take some of our hot cross buns. I've taken a hot cross bun, I've just cut them into small pieces, and I'm literally just going to dip them in to a little bit of the coffee mixture, just like so. Then I'm going to take some of my fabulous creamy coffee mixture and just put a spoon of that. And then we're going to go again. Don't soak them too much because they will completely disintegrate.
Well, that's what I was going to say, because isn't it normally with the biscuits it'd be a little bit more crunch, where hot cross buns would probably be quite soggy, would they?
Well, that being said, once you soak the crunchy biscuits in the coffee, they do get quite soft in the tiramisu mixture as well. So they don't hold it, but what I'm saying is with both the biscuits and the hot cross buns, just barely dip them so that they don't end up completely falling apart before you put it in.
Okay.
Look at the mixture of that now. Look at the lovely combination that we've got in there, just like so. Or you could do it, as I said, in the other mixture as well. Now, if you wanted, what I should have said to you, if you wanted, you could put in some sugar into this as well. So some lovely icing sugar is gorgeous into it. But again, sometimes I find with the hot cross bun, depending on the type that you're using, they can be sweet enough as well. And also, I have some pears here, which I'm going to layer up in the second one. So with this one here, I've just got it, and I'm going to add in some diced pears, just for another version. And that's what I always say to people, you know, it's great to have what I call recipe modification. So people take the recipes that we're using with them here on a given day and just tweak them and change them to their own tastes and requirements. You know, play around with them, put in some mixed berries, put in some chocolate chips in there as well. Really make this your own. And then I've got another bit of the hot cross bun, some more poached pears, or even these are just the tinned pears. And then just put another spoon of that. Now what I tend to do with them is put them into the fridge then for a couple of hours, or preferably overnight. Just give them a little wipe. Now look at the pears in that one. Isn't that gorgeous?
Wow, yeah, it looks great.
Okay, just like so. Then what I've got here is I have some that I've had in the fridge overnight. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to pop those there. Now you can dust them with some cocoa powder if you wish. They're normally dusted with a little bit of cocoa powder. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put another tiny little bit of our Greek style yogurt there on the top of that. Okay, so a little bit of that on the top.
And Edward,
just
can I ask
give it that nice little bit of an edge.
Why overnight? Why do you put them in the fridge overnight, preferably? And do you cover them with a bit of cling film when you do that?
Cover them with a little bit of cling film. They just set a little bit, Tommy. They'll set, and it also allows the kind of the flavour of the coffee to mature and that cream to mature onto the hot cross buns. And it just works really nicely. It's a little bit loose when you've done all the mixing together on it. At this stage, you can see mine is just a little bit loose at this stage, and it just set up. And then what I've got, instead of the cocoa powder, as I've said, normally classically people put cocoa powder on the top. I've just got a little bit of grated white chocolate, and I have some shavings of dark chocolate there as well. Make a large one or make individual ones, but I think you'll definitely agree that they will be the toast of the party.
Absolutely.
And people can just dig into those as suits themselves. So it's the classical Easter dessert, or lovely Easter trifle.
Ah,
beautiful.
Wow. Looks
And
delicious.
we've gone backwards because we've started with dessert, but you're going to do the main course for us later on, Edward.
Yes, I'm going to get you ready for Friday. Friday, as you know, is Good Friday, and it's traditionally a day of one meal and two collations. And people would normally go with a fish or a vegetarian option. So I'm going to give you a nice chili crusted fish for Good Friday.
Oh,
super.
Very nice. Looking forward to that.
Edward.
Thank you. See you later on.